This set of jewelry was custom-made for a French marine biologist. She said she had been collecting pearls for over a decade, big and small. Some left by her mother, others bought at markets during each sea expedition, and they had been kept loose in a box. Recently, she was set to attend an important academic conference and wanted to turn these pearls into wearable pieces. She said, "I study mollusks every day, but I've never made myself a proper set of jewelry." When she came to the studio, she brought a small bag. Pouring it out, there were pearls everywhere. Milky white, pink, the largest 12 millimeters, the smallest only 3 millimeters. Her favorite, she said, was conch shells, the spiral curve that grows outward from the center, getting bigger and bigger, like time spinning. She asked if I could use this concept to make a set of jewelry, a pair of earrings, a brooch, and a pendant, all using these pearls. I began to brainstorm the design. Suddenly, I realized what she wanted wasn't fancy jewelry, but a way to pin time and the ocean to her body. I chose 925 sterling silver as the flat base, so that the gradual size change of the pearls would be the sole focus. In the design, I placed the largest pearl at the center, then made each subsequent pearl smaller as I moved outward. A circle of 10 pearls created a visual spiral curve, just like a conch shell. Making the earrings required the most patience. Each earring had 10 pearls, the largest at the center, then embedded into the silver setting in circles, getting smaller and smaller, like the spiral of a conch shell twisting by her ear. I deliberately polished the edges of the silver setting extremely thin. When worn, the curve of the pearls would sway gently as she turned her head, like a conch breathing in the tide. The 10 pearls on the brooch were also a visual delight. I set the largest pearl right in the center of the silver base, with 9 surrounding pearls spreading outward at precise intervals, each slightly smaller than the one before. The silver base was completely flat, but the gradual size change of the pearls gave it a 3-dimensional spiral feel. When light hit from the side, the shadow of the large pearl fell on the smaller ones, layer upon layer, exactly like the cross-sectional texture of a conch shell. For the pendant, I didn't place the large pearl at the top of the silver chain, but in the middle. When the pendant hung naturally vertically, the mere change in pearl size gave it a dynamic sense of a growing conch around her neck. The hardest part of the entire process was controlling the curve. I polished every part where the silver pins were placed multiple times, adding a spiral shape to ensure that once the pearls were embedded, the flat silver base wouldn't disrupt the spiral curve. The drilling angle of each pearl had to be adjusted repeatedly to keep them firmly in place and to maintain the unbroken rhythm of the size gradient. When finished, I looked at the 3 pieces together. The 2 earrings looked like a pair of small conchs, the brooch like a blooming spiral, and the pendant like a growing shell. They had similar shapes, but each had its own rhythm, just like the pearls she'd talked about, coming from different times and places, but now finally finding their own positions. On the day she came to pick it up, she stared at the set of jewelry for a long time, her eyes red. She said, "This is exactly what I see under the microscope every day, shells growing in circles. Each circle a period of time, each pearl a story." She put on the earrings and pendant, then pinned the brooch to her collar. The pearls shone with a soft luster in the light, big and small, new and old, all finding their places along the spiral. She turned to look in the mirror. The spiral-shaped jewelry swayed gently with her movements. Like real conchs floating in water, she said, "I always thought these pearls were just materials, but now they've become my ocean." She told me that her mother had loved collecting shells during her lifetime, and every time she saw a spiral texture, she would say, "This is the shape time teaches us," growing bigger and bigger, but never forgetting where it started. I watched her walk out of the studio, sunlight shining on the brooch. The spiral curve glowed on her chest. Suddenly, I understood. What she wanted wasn't just a set of jewelry, but a way to string together those scattered pearls, those memories of her mother and the ocean, with a spiral path. To let them know that no matter how far they go, there is always a center waiting for them.